penultimate run of the day now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the post with Alistair Lyttle and Twm. So a good Welsh name with an Irish handler. Alistair from Pettigo, County Donegal, over there in Ireland. Twm is 4 years and 4 months old. He's by Ben, who's owned by Dylan Tidwell Edwards, and out of Nan, who's owned by Henry Hughes. And of course, Alistair is married to a Welsh lady, and he sent the dog right-handed, and the dog...
Is that what happens when you marry a Welsh lady? You send your dog off right?
It has in this case, Mike. The dog going up the course well there.
Another big, strong dog.
He is. I've seen this dog on Facebook a bit, and Alistair's been having a fair bit of success with him. The dog's going up the course. Sheep are being held by the letting out team. Big stop whistle, and the dog stopped there.
I think the man in front's a lot further away than it looks. He's not stopping the sheep coming. Twm is just on his feet, gently easing himself forward. These sheep will have been in the pen for a fair bit of the day, so tummies will be rumbling, so they're just getting a bit of the green stuff before the start of the run.
Yeah, Twm's put him on the diet now, Mike, because he's got him moving.
Yes, he has. He came on a bit strong there, but Alistair's a very capable handler. It looked like a bend there for us, but I think it was, for the judges, it'll be quite straight from the point of lift to the line he should be on between the fetch gates.
And of course, the judges are positioned right behind the handler so they can see those lines much better than we can. Our cameras are just slightly to the right. And of course, we've got it zoomed in as well, so Alistair then coming down this fetch through the gates, and he's on his way. Quite a distinctive looking dog, Mike, with the all black and just a white triangle on his nose by the look of it.
Does Twm or Twm mean anything, or is it?
Twm is Welsh for Tom.
Tom is Welsh. Because I found out Seren, isn't it, means star?
It does, yeah.
Yes.
You've been doing your homework.
I have been doing it. I'll have a passport soon.
Maybe not for Wales. We'll give you one for somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be getting one here.
So Alistair Lyttle bringing these sheep down towards the rostrum.
Jumped off the podium here.
Yeah, majority handlers do, Mike. They, as we've said, it gives you a chance to reconnect with your dog and for the sheep to just feel your presence as well. But Twm just turning those sheep. You were saying earlier about cool, raw power. Well, looks a powerful dog as well, on his feet and keeping those sheep moving on the first leg of the drive.
He looks built for work. Got them in a nice position here, as long as they don't just move over to the right, which you can be a bit careful of.
flank, just taking the pressure off and allowing him to move.
He's got a good line there. Good turn. Do you think the sheep are going a little heavier as the day goes on?
Yeah, maybe so. But again, we're seeing the handlers. They're driving those sheep, aren't they? But they're doing it with purpose. And as we were saying earlier, we start the day with the, no disrespect to anybody, but the lower place dogs in their national teams, and then as we progress through the day, you get higher placed up in the teams, and then tomorrow we'll have the higher placed again, Mike. So it's
Yes. It's like it comes to a crescendo, doesn't it? And
just a slow burn, and it builds up and builds up, and could be a little bit high there, maybe, Mike.
yes,
Tom's there to save the day, though.
yeah, he comes back to it. Could have probably let Tom go then. He gave him 3 shots at a flank and stopped him quickly, didn't he? Whereas I think it'd have been better just to, because he's back online now where he should have been. But it's such a difficult line. You don't want to turn them back through the obstacle. That's poetry, isn't it? Look at that. All in line. He's not wasted much time to get back to the shedding ring. Trotting on here. Quick look at his watch. He's got all 3 young coloured ones at the back there. It's just working out nicely if he can peel them.
Again, it's coming down to that experience, and it's just holding those sheep and then just allowing them a gap to move.
Yeah, I think he's trying to peel the red ones back in, so he takes those 2 front as a runners rather than bring them in on the head. It's probably a sensible thing to do when you've got to go to the pen.
We don't tend to see many people taking a risk at the shed, do we?
No.
It's got to be cool, calm and collected.
But if it is there, the judges expect you to take it. If
Just creating that opportunity, isn't it? And Alistair just moving, encouraging those sheep to move round a little bit.
you see, and he's had to take the back ones in the end, so he's done that well without upsetting them.
He sends Tom around the other side of the sheep, bringing him back towards that shedding ring, as we've been saying a lot of handlers do. That then allows Alistair a line to take him to that pen.
There will be a line now that we can't quite see, but it'll be well trodden, won't it, back to this
It should be, yeah.
back to this pen.
The way the sheep have been going, it won't be a very wide line either. It'll be quite narrow. Just bringing them to the pen. Dog's in position.
Nice quiet pen there, well done.
And as he said, he had a glance at his watch, so he knows how much time he's got to get back into that shedding ring. He'll have another glance maybe as he works his way across, taking those sheep with him.
I've not seen this dog before, but he looks quite a good machine, doesn't he? He's
Yeah, I think you've used a very good word to describe him. He does look like a machine, doesn't he? He looks like a proper work dog, certainly. Alistair just using a bit of a sideways shuffle there, just trying to encourage that sheep to lift their head from grazing and go forward so he can just call the dog in.
flicked him to the right then. Made a channel for her to come out. Dog was a bit unsure, turned onto the 4, but he's got the... She's not getting back till he lies her down.
And it's been accepted.